Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to another video. Today I'm talking about family tradition. And I just got to thinking about how when I lost both my parents before I even graduated high school, even at 18, I started thinking a little bit about everything they didn't get a chance to do and everything they didn't get a chance to leave behind for me, you know, when they left. And I feel like family traditions is something so special that does get left behind or that they do leave behind for you. But when I think of my immediate family, there's nothing that really comes to mind, nothing that's stuck that we did consistently for like the entirety of my childhood or into my adolescent teenager phase. I think there are things maybe they wanted to do, but it didn't stick because they didn't keep it up and wasn't consistent. For example, for a few years at the end of Thanksgiving Day, my mom would take me, we'd wrap up plates of leftovers and go down and feed the homeless in downtown Atlanta. But that was only for like maybe 2 years we did that. In her defense, it was sort of towards the end of her life. So maybe she wanted to keep it up, but she had no way of knowing that she was gonna die. So I see how that can be. But for someone who is grieving their parents and for the rest of their lives will be grieving their parents, I'm always looking up ways to feel closer to them, to remember them, and to feel like I'm doing them justice here in the land of the living. And I think family traditions are such a special way to do that. And so I want to change that going forward. So I thought I'd share some just interesting and cool family traditions that I know about from people who I know and just from some that I've heard, because I want to do better than my parents did and create family traditions within my immediate family, because one day I will have one and maybe you want to do the same. So here are a few. Starting with physical things, whether you're inheriting something, whether you obtain something at a certain age, physical things. An example that I think is so cute and I just loved the first time I heard it is from an old college classmate from undergrad. And she told me that in her family, and I can't remember if it's like outside of her like immediate family or if it goes back to her grandmother and down the line, and I think it might. But when they turn a certain age, the women in the family, I think maybe 16 or 18, they all get this gold chain. Nothing flashy, very it's real, authentic, very delicate, very beautiful, just like gold chain. Something that you could just wear and layer on a daily basis. And I can't remember if it's attached to something specific, like a meaning. I think it may be like a coming of age, or maybe it has something to do with a value in their family. But every woman, when they turn this age, they get this necklace. And all the women wear it. And everybody gets one, just down the line. And I just thought that was so simple, but meaningful and cute. And it's valuable, it's something that's intentional. And I just remember wishing I had that and I didn't. Maybe it's something that's passed down, right? Which I think is so beautiful, especially in the movies. Maybe it's a piece of jewelry or a book or a photo that, a grandmother gave her daughter, and then she gives her daughter and her daughter, or father gave his son, and then when he gets of age, he gets it and he gets it and it gets passed down. And I think I really love that tradition even more, because it's something about passing down something physical that has been physically touched by your ancestors, and just passed down and passed down and passed down. And the responsibility to keep up with something for years so that you can pass it down and pass that piece of history down or pass that sentimental thing down. So I really like that. I think I'm gonna really keep that one in mind. Is there something that you have that your great grandmother, grandfather, had at some point, and your mother, your father gave it to you, and it just has all of this history and all of this love and all of these memories just packed into it? I think that's so cool. If you do, let me know down in the comments. I don't have that, and I just think it's so cool, and I would love to hear about some examples from y'all. And we're ending with family traditions that revolve around doing activities and doing things with your family. I said I was only doing a few, y'all. I guess I meant a couple. I'm only talking about these two things. An example of this category of family traditions I don't know these people, but I think I saw it on TikTok, maybe Instagram, Facebook, I don't know, somewhere, but it was going around for a minute. So y'all may have seen it too. But this family, when they got together on people's birthdays, the birthday person, I think it was anyway, had to flip a sheet cake and catch it. Now, I don't know if it was the actual birthday cake, and so it was do or die, because if you dropped it, nobody's getting cake. And I like birthday cake, so the pressure would have been on. But you flip a freaking sheet cake and you have to catch it. And the silliest, craziest thing I had ever really seen a family do as a family tradition. But how fun, right? Like, how unique is that? I would look forward to that. Like, oh, let me get over to Auntie house to see her flip this cake because she didn't make it last year. You know, like, how fun and unique is that? And it just goes to show that it can be anything, right? Because all family traditions is things or activities that just reflect your family's interests or values or things that is important to your family. And maybe that family prioritized laughter and silliness. I don't know, I just loved it. So to wrap up this video, because we are at the end, I know this was quick, but this is it. I did want to let y'all know something I'm thinking about doing to start my own little family tradition, and that is trips, not gifts for Christmas. And I know a lot of families like go places for Christmas, but mine would be trips, not gifts, only happening every other year. And the year that we do not go, we have to get together and decide where we are gonna go. So we always have a year to plan and pay for whatever. And, you know, whether it's we're picking pieces of paper out of a hat because we all wrote down where we want to go. I think we all should go, crumble it up, put it in a hat, or we get up and give full-blown PowerPoint presentations about where we should go and why. I love to travel. I'm always trying to get my family to travel more. I love experiencing things and creating memories. So trips, not gifts, Christmas is my little family tradition that I would love to start soon and hopefully get other folks involved. Okay, that's all I have for y'all in this video. Short and sweet. I hope it gets you thinking about family traditions. Hope you learned a little bit about me and how I'm navigating being an adult and grieving my parents and trying to make my own way, you know, after, and that includes family traditions. So thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate you. I believe in you. I will see you in the next one. Be good.